you love these words. Happily ever after. But you're not old enough to know what those words mean. You think endless summer floating on a river. Believe this wise old girl, for I'm a true believer. That love's like summer, then love's like spring, that goes on endlessly. That's the way that it should be. Then one day autumn, in gold and brown, suddenly winter, when someone lets somebody down. Love like the seasons, learn from them all. Why plan for some summer when you know there'll be winter and fall? Love like nature in ever-changing circles. Don't think all is through when darkness comes between you. For nature knows that life is but a circle. And just look for spring, for that's the thing. For love's like summer, then years of spring. And when you live it, you think winter could just never be. Love like the seasons, learn from them all. Why plan for summer when you know?
It's Monday. We made it. Hello, my darlings. How are you? My neck works again. See? I'm now no longer Virgil. Wait a minute. Why are you over there? Am I on the right one? Is that you? There it is. Oh, wait a minute. I've just got to check. Oh, yeah, that's you. Hi. Okay. Well, there's been more new things here. I'm wearing red and white Swiss clothes because I want to do Lonely Goat Herd. So we've got that very cool, funny cow backing. And one thing became another. Had to do plaits, and then this is as close to a traditional Swiss outfit that I have. This is Swiss, and everything else that I've got in the way of traditional Swiss clothes is at the back of cupboards down low. I don't know. I'll have to collect it. What's news out there? Oh, hey, we just did proof of concept then, having a track over the countdown. Only I didn't know it was a learnings track or something. That was really funny. I put my headphones on and there's me going, It's funny. All right. Well, I've got lots of things to chat to you about. And excitingly, the interviews are starting to line up. It's a little... I'm going to come over here. That's better. Oh, should I angle down? It makes me look very short. That's better. Bouncing around there. That's pretty nice. It takes a while to organise interviews. So they are lining up. I've got some very exciting people. I mean, I know so many exciting people. But every person so far that I've asked and said, would you consider coming on my live show? I don't know what to call it yet. It's not quite a show yet, is it? And chatting And every person has gone, absolutely, yes. So we have the incredible Liv Cox tomorrow night, which is very exciting. Liv, a Yarra Valley lawyer with incredible legal connections and just party girl. And I've known her for decades. And oh gosh, you'll love chatting to Liv. You know, I always start with one of my songs. So I better get back over there where there's a piano light on. If I pop that light on, I think the light goes on every time I go away from it. That's better. So this is one of my songs. That works, doesn't it? And this is a special one because there's been a petition started to go around. I had no idea that one of our Australian families that's been popped over to Christmas Island is actually a completely local family from Mount Dandy Primary School, which is 200 metres up the road for me. I wonder why it went off. Can I make it go on more? That's very bright. Let's see. And so here is the Mount Dandy Primary School song that I wrote, and then I'll tell you about what's happening with Kevin and Nilam. With love, lots of love to all of our Mount Dandy Primary School kids. Please sing along, all kids. In a school, in a forest, there are children learning that the world is a living thing. In a school, in a forest, there are children learning of the worth that a kindness can bring. In a school, in a forest, there are buddies and friends who think about each other over long weekends, with teachers there to guide them. The school is there beside them at Mount Dandenong Primary School, where I can learn this golden rule. At Mount Dandenong Primary School, it's my home away from home. In a school, in a forest, there are children who wake up where the laughing kookaburra sings. In a school, in a forest, when they go to sleep, it's the possum with the tail like a ring. In a school, in a forest, on a mountain high, there's lots of laughter and it's okay to cry as they grow along the way. A little every day at Mount Dandenong Primary School, where I can learn this golden rule. At Mount Dandenong Primary School, it's my home away from home. It's the prep solo. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. We live among the forest and trees. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. We're strong growing up in the mountain breeze at Mount Dandenong Primary School, where I can learn this golden rule. At Mount Dandenong Primary School, it's my home away from home. It's my home away from home. It's my home away from home. think I haven't sung that for a while. It says at the bottom of the lyrics here, off another website, that that's copyright 2004. And I think that's probably, oh, hello, darling Liv. I've just told them that we're going to be chatting tomorrow night, which is just super exciting. Can't wait. And so Kevin and his mum Neelam have been Mount Dandy primary school people. Kevin, I believe, was in grade 5 this year, and have suddenly been plucked to Christmas Island with immigration problems. I can't wait, I live. And so that's where they are, and our whole community is gathering, going, well, that's not right. They're part of our community, and they've always lived here, and Kevin was born here, and he's just been a fabulous kid at Mount Dandy. So they're a standard part of our community, and I don't know them. But because of my Andrew's work, when we go to Cocos, when Andrew goes to Cocos Island, and when I went with him in January, on one of the directions, when you're going there, you drop into Christmas Island, and it's 4 hours out from Perth in the nothing direction. Like, you are so in the middle of nowhere. It's about the size of Phillip Island, 3 hours south of Tasmania, that sort of feeling. Nowhere. You'd go around that way. So it's up between Perth and Indonesia. It's not cold at all. And so in that extreme isolation, we dropped down to Christmas Island, and then as we took off, right at the spit of the island, there was this, there was clearly no habitation at all, went into dense tropical forest, with one very well-made road. And I grabbed Andrew and I went, that's got to be going to the detention centre. And sure enough, this winding road, I'm looking out the plane window, going through miles of tropical jungle, miles of isolation within the isolation of the ocean. Like, talk about being in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And as we flew over the detention centre, we're still quite low. The plane's, it's not that big an island. The plane was still low, and it's a little plane. And the tears started rolling down my face, because as I saw the building, I realised that there were people down there. And at that stage, there was only one family of 4, the Tamil family. And I could feel them looking up at the plane, that whether they were allowed to look up or whether they were just listening, this idea that once a week they could hear a plane going over their space of complete isolation, and this symbol of freedom that they would hear, and it'd be going off into the distance, and just every week they'd go, let me be on a plane out of here one day. And that's where Kevin and Neelam are right now, and they're one of our Mount Dandy community. So I'm going to be helping out there as much as I can, having a connection to obviously Mount Dandenong and also Christmas Island through being one of the few people from Mount Dandy that would have seen Cocos or Christmas. So there you go. An important thing. Stay tuned for stories there. And if you know more about helping out with anything within that world, please contact me. There's plenty of work to do there. I want to sing a song. I wonder why that light's going off. I think it should have plenty of electricity. Oh, wasn't that fun? Okay, we'll try. I'm sure it's just going to click off for fun. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear when we sigh. Never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard 2 turtle doves bill and coo when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow knows how to fly. That's how I cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye, so lullaby of birdland, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky like a dove. Oh, because we're in love. Lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves bill and coo when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to fly. That's how I cry on my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. So lullaby of birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in my wordland could there be ways to reveal I'm in love. Kiss this something I'm in love. I missed. The end fell off. What happened on your weekend? Did anything happen? If you're in Melbourne, not much happened. You sat inside away from the weather, I'm guessing. It's been very grey here in Melbourne. I decided today it's like, oh, well, I don't mind warm rain and I don't mind freezing and blue skies, but endless rainy, grey, sludgy, just, hasn't it been sludgy? It's the sort of weather that beckons to you like this, going, just sleep, just sleep. I'd try to start something and then I wouldn't. We've kept the house pretty warm, which is great, with thanks to my big strong men bringing in the firewood. We've got a new little quail palace too. I think we're going to start incubating quails to make more quails. It's begun. What's the time? Is it time for me to pull down this yet? It rained. It really has rained a lot. Now, who else is out there apart Gorgeous Liv? Somebody say hello to me. Otherwise, I'm just here in my, otherwise it's just Liv and me. And I know that's not right. By the way, we got like 500 views on Friday from chatting to Xander. So clearly interviews are everything, either that or Xander is everything. I'm sure Liv is brilliant. We know chatting to Liv is a whole lot of fun, my goodness. And her daughter Darcy might make a little appearance, which would be really fun. So tell me you're there, because this is not like normal TV. This is interactive TV. Yeah. Oh, Liz is there. Mwah. Hello. It's like TV that you can alter as you watch it. Tell me anything you want. It's me first time on, so I'm so excited. Well, I'm thrilled to have you here in my lounge room, Liz. This is like anti-television. This is sometimes I'm here in my jammies and just hair in the... Sometimes my hair is in a towel from having washed my hair. It's just me in my lounge room, really. It's starting to look like a TV studio in my lounge room, but nonetheless, it's just that. Let's swap over here for a little fun. So it's just because if you want to watch really slick performances, go to YouTube or go to the people that are doing concerts on Saturday night. Oh, that's so lovely. And, watch those. But this isn't about slick performances. This is just about sharing, that's what we're all here for. Now, am I just on green screen? No, I've got to go back to that. This is a new toy, Liz. I've got funny cows for the next song. I think if I move, sorry. Oh, that's exciting, watching my hand, isn't it? Oh, is that a bit better? That's good. So I fiddle with that on the side. Oh, you can have the cows on my head. That's pretty fun. I thought these cows are so wonderful. We're trying to find background images, right? And once you find the right background images that are working, because not everything sort of works is appropriate on the green screen. This I find very appropriate. And then you think, what song goes with that? And to me, it was very clear that only one song went with these beautiful Swiss cows that we photographed in Bergün. Oh my God, we love it. It's what? It's hairy. Oh, the cows. The cows in Switzerland are much more like big puppy dogs in Australia. The farmers know them all by name because they bring them in for months during winter. They know each one. They go in and sing to them, and they just hang out with their favourite animals. And you go in and talk to them, and they're like, "Oh, I love it when you talk to me." You know, they're just like big dogs. They're gorgeous. So clearly with Swiss cows. Oh, look, I've lost my head. Now this is this tricky bit. Let me see if I can. Oh, that gives me a head. I think that should work. Oh, I've got to alter that light because every time it goes to a green light, I'm going to lose everything. Looks like it's staying on blue. Maybe it isn't. Everything goes wrong here, and that's what makes it so live. I've got contacts in. Can't see it as well. Oh, surely I know these words by now. High on a hill lived a lonely goat herd, yay, odelay, odelay, ooh. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay, odelay, odeloo. You ready to sing all the bits in between? Folks in a town that was quite remote, odelay, 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 ooh. Lost in a load from the goat herd's throat, odelay, odelay, odeloo. Oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, oh, lady, odelay, odelay. If we had somebody here, they'd switch the slide. Ha! A prince on the bridge of a castle mount, lay, 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 ooh. Man on a road with a load to tote, lay, lay, man in the midst of a table d'ote, lay, 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 ooh. Man drinking beer with the foam afloat, lay, lay, loo. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. Yodelay, yodeloo, yodelay, 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 oh, yodelay, oh, yodelay, oh, yodelay, oh, yodelay. Greta, change the scene, bang. One little girl in a pale pink coat, lay, 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 ooh. She yodeled back to the lonely goat, lay, lay, loo. Soon her mamma with a gleaming gloat, lay, 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 ooh. What a duet for the girl and goat, lay, lay, loo. Lay, yodelay, 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 yodelay. Yodelay, yodeloo, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Happy day, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Soon the duet will become a trio, yodelay, 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 yodelay-yodeloo, yodelay-yodelay, yodelay-yodeloo. Oh, I haven't sung that in ages, and that is really weird not hearing that at the end of it. Is that fun? Hey, I got faster with that. Oh, that's hard work. Right, well, I'm just going to take a rest for the next bit now. I'm getting very hot in this scarf. Can I move that down? I can. Nobody would notice from your side. It's funny having... Thank you for the love hearts. I love your love bombs. Oh, that's good. Let's go back to theirs. What else can we do with the green screen today? And how is the time going? Okay. It's not bad. Oh, coming up... Let's read this out. The coming up interviews, we have Liv Cox tomorrow. How brilliant. We've got Turan Park, the head of music theatre at VCA, who's done incredible things there this year. Turan's coming on with us. Sarah McLean, jazz singer in Melbourne, brilliant. Basil Eliadis from the Hepburn Springs Gin Company. That's a new distillery. Basil is an old friend and he's got a lot of stories for us. That's a lot of fun. And the gorgeous Danielle Everett, who I did Phantom with, who was our Christine, which is just very lovely. Just did this musical with your Year 7s, did you? That is huge. Studying it. Or they were singing bits. That's lovely. I've got some words coming for from the fabulous Marty Fields, who's doing funny things every day. Do you follow him? He's been doing parodies. These are a few of my pandemic things. And hand sanitizer. Words coming. That'll be fun. Your Year 7s might enjoy that. They too. These are a few of my pandemic things. When I can't remember the rest of it. It's very lovely. We better do some breathing. Part of every night is that let's get some something a bit more restful than funny cows. You had these beautiful wildflowers up. Oh, I think that's nice. Why does it do that up in that corner? We're still learning so much. Oh, I see how I make it go away, but then I lose me. Oh, look, I've gone. I'm only here a little bit. Green screens are a lot of fun. If you want to entertain your family, and the software is pretty doable. Mwah, thank you. Right, it's time for some breathing. If I had my harp right here, we could do it to harp. But I wasn't that... No, we'll do harp tomorrow, shall we? That'd be a bit of fun. All right, for anybody who's joined us tonight that hasn't been doing breathing practice, we're going to go right back to 3s. So breathing in silently through your nose if you're not used to breathing silently. We're breathing in for 3 and out for 3. In, out, in, breathe out through your mouth, in, out. Well done. Make sure your stomach is moving, but not your shoulders. In, out. In, in. Well done. And then it gets harder night by night. But every now and again we'll pull back to basics so people can catch up with that. Expanding. Making sure that in the time that has this underlying tension, and a lot of the tension is about breathing and coughing, right? So keeping all of this relaxed and stretched. I've still got arms. That's good. I just wanted to check. Otherwise I'd have two little dismembered hands at the end. Well, it's almost time for us to start saying goodbye. I've had such a lovely time, and it's been very special having you out there, and very exciting knowing that this is, we're getting to more and more people, which is lovely. So don't forget that you can ask me stuff and change. It's not the same as watching something. This is interactive, and the more that you interact with me, the less work I have to do. Because everybody knows I don't like doing any work at all. Well, some scales and things. By the way, I'll put this back. I've been discovering how to warm up my voice and my fingers at the same time. Takes a lot of... It's one of these ones. All right, time for me to swap over to... I think I can put the overlay at the end on this. Is that fun, isn't it? All right, it's time for us to start saying goodbye, but I look forward to seeing you tremendously when we get to interview the beautiful and gorgeous and exciting Liv Cox. How ace. That's lovely. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Please sing along. There's no place like home. 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 Be patient, stay at home, do old-fashioned things. Think of life in the old-fashioned way. You're doing beautifully, Melbourne, and the rest of the world. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, Xander. Good night, Melbourne.